Welcome to the Bowdudes, a podcast about archery and the lives it has ruined. The Bowdudes are not responsible for diminishing archery skills or lower IQ.
I worry about breathing.
Shut up and shoot.
And I'm totally lost.
God, I keep having to remember that we're PG-13. Did Vince help you with those pants?
No, he did not. I'm so glad you have yourself to crack up.
Logic and common sense will not be tolerated.
This is a very interesting podcast so far. All right, welcome to the Bowdudes podcast, your ultimate source for all things archery. On tonight's podcast, Gary's going to reveal the secrets to broadhead tuning. Bob's going to tell you how to be successful on early season whitetails, and Pibb is going to reveal all the secrets to being fit and healthy when you're shooting in the senior division.
Jack's going to explain how he learned to read. And
how long have you been practicing that?
I don't know.
I can see you standing in front of the mirror. Doggone it, I'm smart enough and I'm good enough.
We're just trying to liven things up a little bit.
I tried to get your attention. You needed to come back with just the standard, we're back for another episode.
Oh, you didn't like that one?
No, we usually screw it up.
We're not the ultimate source for all things archery?
We are.
Oh, no, we're really not.
Well,
how much crap did you have to buy to get that Camel Fire shirt?
It was $2.99.
Really?
CamelFire.com.
$1.283.
Get the app on the App Store.
Yep. You can do all that.
I'm good because it looks kind of dumb.
Pibb, what'd you do in archery
like
this
the
week?
shirt you got on?
Shot my hunting bow.
Which is what is it this week? It's still a Hoyt.
Jerk.
You're wearing your Lucky Hoyt hat.
He am defiant.
Yep. His Lucky Hoyt
It's a defiant.
Sounds like something you do in the morning. I got up, took my Lucky Hoyt shat this morning.
And put it on your head.
It looks like
How's
you
it
change
shooting?
oil in it.
What?
It shoots like a dream.
And so
would that be a good dream, bad dream, wet dream?
You've got about a what? What size bee stinger is that on the front?
It's a 12-inch.
12-inch, and on the side?
It's an 8-inch.
14.
Coming off the side. Okay.
Yep. And it's CBE Tech Hybrid.
Mm-hmm. How many pins? One?
It's a 3-pin.
3-pin? That's what I have.
Sighted in 20, 30,
Nope,
40.
not the same sight.
How come you
40's
have
a slider?
a bee?
40's my slider, yeah.
How
Do
come
what?
You have a bee stinger on the front and a Nunzio special on the side. You cannot do that.
I do what I
There's
want.
rules, man.
I do what I want.
What
Shut up and shoot.
You're not
what
the
arrows,
boss of me.
What arrows are you shooting?
Those are gold tip 55-75 Pro Hunters.
And your broadhead?
It's a Wasp.
He's got kind of a narrow head if you look at him. Peep sight.
Just
Hole in the string.
Yep.
Okay.
And those are fixed blade broadheads, right?
Yes.
How are they shooting?
Like darts.
Do they hit the same place as your broadheads, or do you?
They're about
your field points.
They're about an inch right of my field points.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll shoot my field points right up till go time, and then I'll put the broadheads on and put about 2 clicks to the right in that sight and be good to go.
Go time's 1 week from today, isn't it?
Yep.
It's getting very, very close.
By the way, Pibb, I'm thoroughly impressed. I don't know how many years you had to beat Barb, but when we left her the other day, she was in the back mowing where you deer hunt. That was impressive.
That's because she wants to be able to walk out there tick-free.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. Forget everything I said about
She
beating
don't
her.
give a damn about him.
That's a good point, too.
That's why she brings me coffee every morning in bed.
That's so you keep working to pay for this
That's
place.
just
That's it.
That's just to keep the paycheck flowing.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was all me.
That's what you get for thinking.
So who's going to
the
hunt
Pibb check.
September 15th?
I was just starting
I
to
gotta
like
work.
you, Gary.
I got to work.
What about you? Are you going to hunt?
No, I probably won't hunt.
I'll be working.
What day is that?
Thursday.
Do you know, I can remember a time I'd be begging for the day off or begging for rain or it
That was
was
back when it opened up on October 1st, though. It's 2 weeks
No,
earlier.
even September 15th I can remember when
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, it's opening day deer season. I got to be out there.
Right.
The mosquitoes changed that.
I don't
Yeah,
know
they
if you got there.
suck.
Are you afraid of Zika?
No, I'm not afraid of Zika.
How about Zika's little sister?
No.
Okay.
Sounds like a Filipino exotic dancer.
It might be.
Hey, they're all trying to make their way through nursing school, $1 at a time.
They're going to be an actress.
All right, let's start over. How about you, Vinny?
Did you hit record yet?
Yeah, we're
Okay.
recording. What'd you
Speaking of Vinny, where the hell you been?
Been busy, man.
do? Doing what?
Busy.
Working.
Pulling Julie's arrows?
Yeah. Working, carrying her quiver.
Go over.
You're going to make fun of me?
What kind of co-ever does she have?
A cool liver.
I ain't commenting on her quiver.
Where's she going this weekend?
I don't know. She don't tell me.
The Boone Valley Invitation.
Oh, yeah.
right?
That thing is going on this weekend.
And you're not going?
No.
Why?
She hired a different arrow puller.
I've been working.
She's taking Felipe Bueno.
Been caddying Bob around.
Yeah. You shooting what are you hunting with? You hunt with your traditional or you hunt with a recurve?
I don't know yet.
Or you're hunting with a compound, I mean.
Depends on what day it is.
Hey, he got something new this week.
He shoots the same arrows out of all of them, so it doesn't matter.
I have nothing new.
What'd you get?
Nothing.
Liar.
It's not new.
New to you.
You might be on to something there, Pibb.
You jumped on the bandwagon.
I'm not at liberty to talk about it.
Why?
Are you elite to talk about it?
Are you still under contract till October 1st?
I don't know if I am or not. Maybe.
Well,
In that case, let's talk about it.
what did you get in the mail?
No, I traded for an elite.
You shot your Hoyt great the last
I still
couple
have
months,
my Hoyt.
and you traded for an elite.
Really? All you need, you're just waiting to get one in the mail.
Why?
No.
Why?
I'm Hoyt 100%.
Why did you trade for one when you got the same draw link sitting across the table from you, already set up too?
Waiting on him.
Well, he obviously made the switch already, so you're a little bit behind.
It'll take me long. I figured every 6 months you change oil. So.
So have you been shooting? Are you ready for hunting season?
No, I am not.
Did you buy some broadheads? This is really interesting for the listeners.
Yeah,
It's better if you give out some information and, Did you buy some broadheads the other day? This is like pulling teeth.
What few
When
teeth
was
there's
that?
left to pull?
Did you buy some broadheads the other day?
I bought some, what were they, slick tricks?
Are you an impulse buyer?
Maybe.
Did you go into the shop and somebody killed a big deer, so you
No.
So you bought that broadhead that he killed?
No.
That sounds like something.
I don't know. Antelope Jack.
Yeah, right?
If I was an impulse buyer, I'd have bought hypodermics.
I told you to buy hypodermics.
Hypodermics.
And you went in there to buy hypodermics, and you ended up buying something else because some guy shot a big.
Really?
What did he buy? What did he shoot?
He didn't shoot nothing.
No, some guy. You already told me the story. Some guy was in there. He shot a big something, and he showed you a picture, and you bought that broadhead.
No.
Yes, you did.
He shot it with
You're full
a.
of
He
crap.
shot,
You're worse than being married to. You don't
You're
have
full
to
of
listen
crap.
to me.
he shot it with an elite too. That's what he was trading.
Really?
Oh, God.
But bump.
Quit acting
How-
stupid. What did he shoot?
He's not acting.
How long have you whined
Give
and
him an
complained
Oscar.
about Rage broadheads,
It's beautiful.
and now you got them?
Well, I've changed my mind.
He's
A
hypodermic.
girl's got a right to change her
You're
mind.
still
every once in a
wrong.
while. No,
Well, you
I
got
don't
the girl
think so.
part right.
I don't think so. What about you, Bob? What'd you do this week?
Oh, shot my bow out in the backyard a little bit. And
I did do that. I shot with him one day.
Yeah.
Was that this week?
What was that? A bat?
That was sometime
moth.
last
It might
week.
have been last week.
Yeah, it was, I can't remember now. Last Thursday, Friday, something like that. But that's about all I did. I did go out in the street and rolled my target out there so I could get out to 80 yards with my hunting bow, and because I'm going to take it this weekend and shoot some field with it
Mind you, in Norwood, that's
Where's that
shooting
at, Bob?
at
outside the city limits.
It's
The
through
Iron Man
town,
deal?
Yeah.
and outside the city limits on the other side.
What day is that, Bob?
You should know, Hard Night. That is this Saturday coming
This
up.
Saturday?
East Fork over at Huntsville. They're having the Iron Man. You'll shoot.
Crap, I'm supposed to go to that, ain't
I think so. 20. What was it?
I? I have nowhere ready.
14.
What
14
describe
targets,
what that is?
14 field targets. Shoot a half a round of Vegas indoor, and then they'll shoot 10. I believe it's 10
Unmarked.
unmarked 3D
targets.
targets. So it's a lot of fun.
Tell me how far they are.
Yeah. Trust me.
Same bow all the way through.
Same bow, same arrows,
Yep.
the whole 9 yards. Yep. So, I've been shooting this bow pretty well that I hunted with and everything else. So, I got a 65 and a 70, but I've got a guess on my 80. And because it wouldn't go down that far. But
Just trust Vinnie; he'll tell you.
I roll it
about
out,
right.
like I said, out in the street and go down the street, and the backstop is the local grain elevators, roll-up doors. They're fiberglass type of door. Well, what usually happens when I get out there and start shooting is these people drive by and they see me, so they pull up and say, "What are you doing?" So so then I do end up
Fishing.
doing more talking than and one of the boys
You must burn a lot of steaks that way.
when I got them on. Well, one of the guys that works there at the elevator, and a pretty good friend of mine and stuff, him and his son pull up there and they said, "Yeah, now I know how all those holes in that elevator door get down there." And I said, "No, I don't miss that target, stuff." Well, I'm back to shooting my hinge a little bit, and we talk for quite a while, and then he leaves, and about the second arrow I get ready to shoot it, luckily I think it was like 75 yards, something like that. I was trying to figure something out, and my hinge went off.
You shot the door?
Right over the top of the target, skipped and right into the door. Nice.
Were they there watching?
No, they left.
I'd have left it there.
So
Yeah, you should have left it sticking in the door for him the next morning.
I ended up, I had to tell on myself the next day,
I
too.
just
So
signed it.
now I'm getting this bunch of crap from them every morning when I go over there they drink coffee and yeah. So
Can you tell Bob lives in a small town?
I know. I used to know just about everybody, but anymore there's been a few people moved from Hardin into there that I don't know.
Yeah. Riff raff.
Yeah. So,
Yep.
Still trying to get rid of them?
we can get rid of them.
They just come back.
We just take them a job application or something like that. They'll leave.
He said that out
You
loud.
started
Where
it,
do you live, Vinnie?
He meant to.
but
Where do I live?
Bob's basement.
backyard.
What's the name of that little town?
Hardin.
Yeah.
No, it ain't Hardin. I do not live in Hardin.
Oh, Rockingham.
I live in Rockingham.
You don't even know, so it must be Hardin.
Is it unincorporated?
Rockingham Township.
He is the mayor of Rockingham.
No, that's David Carpenter.
Is it? Okay. You're the
Police chief,
You're the
judge,
Barney Five.
executioner.
But,
No, the judge is my wife.
I'm not saying nothing.
Chicken shit.
But that's all I did.
What have you
got
done?
Well, I shot my rage hypodermic.
Are you over your...
My hypodermic by rage.
That he had to get because they had the special practice brought in.
Practice tips. I wonder how accurate those are. I mean, they give them to you for a reason.
You know, there's one way to check. You shoot one with the practice tip and one without.
I know. That's what I don't want to. They're expensive.
Yeah. Your episiotomy heal up, all right?
Marketing at its finest.
But I also bought a bunch of nocturnal knocks, and I really like those. I've been shooting them. Chris Berry probably won't like hearing that because didn't he Luminoc?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But
I'm waiting to talk to Chris to get some Luminox.
okay, I like them a lot. But between the nocturnals and
But they've been really pretty in that door.
my arrows are hitting just a little bit low, but they're hitting low with my field tips on them now.
You tried standing on something
Just a
taller?
little bit heavier. So I just need to adjust them a little bit.
You tried standing on a box or something? I mean, brace your point of impact.
So that's about all I did. We went up and we checked trail cameras the other day and checked tree stands, but I think we're gonna talk about that during the podcast. So what'd you do, Gary?
Well, I drug my target out in the street to 80 yards.
Mm-hmm.
The cop showed up, spent the night in jail. I don't live in a small town like Bob does.
No, you live in the middle of the city.
Yeah, I do. But
You'd have to shoot
actually,
over 3 meth
Where
labs.
your street's at, to get 80 yards, you'd have to have the neighbor open both doors.
Yeah.
No, actually, I got 47 yards across my backyard.
You do?
So I just shoot, yeah. I can go over in Greg and Sheila's yard and shoot over the fence. I don't care.
But you need another 33.
I know. That's why I go to
That's
the
why
neighbors.
you open the
Theirs
door.
is probably
You know
40-something over
You
there.
know Greg and Sheila.
I said my
Yeah.
neighbors. Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Is that better?
Never heard of them.
They're on TV a lot.
Really?
Yeah. Didn't do a whole lot of shooting. Really went with you. I guess we did archery stuff because we were hanging tree stands and moving tree stands and picking up trail cameras that we left out last year.
Mm-hmm.
That was interesting when you come back and you got 12,000 pictures.
We had quite a few. I was pretty impressed.
It was
with
about 10,000 pictures.
Pretty impressed with the battery life, actually.
No kidding.
That's not bad for living one out for 3 years.
Geriatric bow hunters. Old timers disease.
Who shoots Senior Pro? We were trying to see how long the deer kept their horns, and we found out.
Liar.
We found out, and we'll explain it in a little while. But it's suspenseful right now, so
Yeah.
I can't tell you.
Pibb has a Segway that he drives to his tree stand out here back.
Yeah.
And
They
he's
got one of those that's
then-
handicapped?
Then he's got a button that you push and it picks him up. Yeah.
The good thing is they've remodeled all the quick trips in town, and he can like get pizza or hot sandwiches and things like that.
Really?
Hey, they brought
Right.
the egg rolls back.
Did they? Which is a good thing. But anyway, let's talk about that. Have you guys been out checking? Or Barb's been, I guess, clearing lanes and
Actually,
setting tree stands.
I did all that the other day.
No, you
Really?
didn't.
Yes, I did.
Barb.
She only got she just went to her stand. I went beyond.
Oh, okay. So how they looking?
Good.
Are you seeing any deer sign?
Oh yeah, there's
Yeah?
tracks all over back there.
Neighbor got his stand up yet?
No,
Wait until you get out there first morning. And then.
probably,
They go mow.
probably, or dirt bike will
Dirt
come
bike.
through, or he'll decide to run a chainsaw or his wood chipper.
That doesn't bother
Or
him.
they'll back the water truck down to the pond and fire the pump up, and he don't care.
So what's your philosophy this year? Are you going to whack a doe?
I haven't shot a deer in 2 years with my
I'm
bow.
the same way.
I'm fixing to lay the smack down on the first thing that comes by.
Yeah.
I need some back straps. I'm getting hungry.
Even if it's got spots, a couple spots on it.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Tender fiddles. Throw him over your shoulder
Yeah,
and
they're
walk
easy
to
to
the house.
pack out.
They're
Are
easy
you
to
planning
pack
on-
out
you
anyway. You
plan
can
on
drive
going
right to
out?
them.
Are you going out next week?
No,
No.
He's not that hungry yet.
no. I'll probably wait till it cools off a little bit.
It's supposed to be in the 70s, isn't it? I think high in the 70s here, low in the 50s
Ooh,
next week.
ooh.
We may have to have a change of heart, Jack.
Might have to.
I'm planning on going out next Friday.
All I know is I look back out back every now and then and seeing a few yellow leaves on the ground. And
There was a ton of leaves on the highway today. We got a heavy rain, and they're starting to fall.
it's starting to look that way, ain't it?
Those little hard spiders that put their webs up and within about 10 seconds, all through the timber, because you can walk through and then turn around and walk right back through. And
Yeah.
Don't even say it, Gary.
I went out here after our last podcast to relieve myself behind one of your trees, and
Hope he didn't step in it.
You did the spider dance?
yes, there was like 3 of them, and I think I did it on the way back. It's nothing like walking to your stand in the dark and getting all the spiders
Oh,
on you.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Oh,
Then-
I hate it.
Oh, yeah, there is. There's something just like it.
Then setting in the stand and then you feel them crawling on you.
Yeah.
It's them little hard back suckers too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hate them. That makes me not want to go out. I'm not going to go out in the first thing in the morning. I'll do an afternoon hunt.
I can't believe he crapped in his yard.
I covered it up. Had some of them big leaves off them deflection trees, as I call them.
Related.
So have you been out checking stands or anything, Bob?
No, I haven't. I'm having a new strategy this year.
You only have
You
one
get a new
stand.
boat strap?
Nope, got my old one. Got a new strategy. Usually I'm, doing stuff, like checking cameras about every week and trying to mow and do different things. And I have not been back to the farm since the second week of turkey season when I
Yeah.
killed my second turkey. I have not been back up there. So
you haven't ran into any suicidal rattlesnakes this year then, huh?
no, just that one when I was going up to your place that
Yeah.
tried to cross the gravel road on the north end.
Yeah.
Got him, but
You didn't get him. He committed suicide.
no, he did. He stuck his head out in front of the tire.
Yeah.
Coming right at you.
Boom, boom.
Yeah.
It was a challenge, wasn't it? Bob didn't back down.
Hey, I
Things
wasn't,
happened.
but I didn't kill him. I wasn't
No.
the first one.
Because they're protected,
Because-
unless you're fearing for your life. So
But
they commit suicide a lot, though.
what Aspen say? She was fearing for her life as soon as she saw it.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I've not been back up there doing something different because usually I get several big ones on camera, and I commit to hunting them all year long. And
Then you don't see them.
I got tag soup. So
Yeah.
Well, we ran into something pretty interesting looking at a lot of pictures. Where we thought we would see the biggest deer, we were completely wrong, weren't we?
Mm-hmm.
They were, how deep that water get? 3 feet probably in that creek?
Mm-hmm.
And
At
the
least.
deer were going through it like it was no big deal.
Yeah.
What did it do? Wash the corn down somewhere else?
No, but I had
Wash your corn pile down somewhere else?
Both of them.
Yeah. No, I had a camera set up right on a creek crossing.
Creek.
Creek cross. It's a
Thank you.
creek.
Creek.
It's not. It's
Creek.
yeah. It's probably
You get
big,
a crick
it's probably
in your
big enough-
creek.
It's probably big enough to be a creek.
Get a crick in your neck.
It's either a creek or a river.
No,
There is no damn creek.
no. If it's really small,
your
it's, a
neck.
creek. And then it goes creek, and then it goes river. So anyway, we had it set up on a
Okay.
creek.
What if you're Native American? What is it then?
It is. I don't know. No idea. And anyway, it was really weird because during the gun season, it was around November 15th, 16th, 17th, and that
Well,
area.
it came up 3 or 4 times. Remember, to
Yeah.
come up for one day and go back down.
Right. And it was really weird. I mean, you could have pictures. One day it was way up, and one next day it was right back down, and the deer would be going right through it. So,
But we saw a lot of, I'm not going to say huge deer, but we saw some that were very respectable that we would shoot that were down there all the time.
I'm not that picky this year. It's been a while since I filled a tag.
I'm just hungry.
Yeah.
I got a
There's
trail
a stray
camera
cat out there.
story for you. Our
You
safety
don't like
director.
catfish.
He's a big time hunter. He hunts big. He shot several big deer with his bow and with a gun, and he actually has a place up by Breckenridge that he's been in on lease for quite a few years and got a lot of big deer and everything else. And he lives over here. I can't remember. It's up here close to the city, someplace. Not too far from here, probably 5-6 miles over here. Mainly pasture around, just a couple of little small ditches and stuff with a few trees on it, and he has coyotes that he's got some chickens, and he's got coyotes that get his chickens. Well, he had for some reason he put a camera out on the post just to try to get pictures of the coyote or anything. Guess what he got on his
Bear.
no.
What?
This thing, if it's not a booner, it's really close.
Oh,
and I know
really?
a lot of people say, I saw, but I mean, he's got pictures of it.
And he's close to here.
yeah. And
There you go, Pibb.
It's a typical, and it's.
What's his
He
name?
said the last picture he got, it was like 25 yards from his shed.
Wow.
Walking by.
Yeah.
And so his son is a freshman, I think, this year, and he's killed several turkeys and deer, but I think he's going to try to, if Jeff doesn't get the itch and shoot him with his bow, he'll probably set up, if it's still around. It's still in velvet.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he's got, it's a big old pot belly, big brisket. It's an older deer. But right by his house, and he says, here I travel, an hour or two to go to my hunting deal, and I got a deer this big walking right by my house. So it's a nice deer. I another boy there that manages Hardin. He's got several cameras out, and he showed me pictures today. Some of them have velvet. Some of them's already got rid of their velvet. So,
Well, we volunteered. Vinnie and I volunteered to work at 3:30 Tuesday morning. Since we didn't work on Monday as a holiday, they wanted us to come in 2 hours early. And at 2:30 in the morning, I had a nice 10-pointer running in the ditch right down the highway, just paralleling me. as I was going down the highway for about 30, 40 yards. And so I've decided that I'm hunting at the wrong time. I need to be hunting at 2:30 in the morning. So I may have to change my hunting strategies.
I don't see a problem with that.
Where I grew up, that's prime time, man. You
Nice.
hit him in the eyes with the light.
Yeah.
Bang. So I hear.
You would never partake of that, right?
Died.
But like, some people,
Old wives' tale.
they live out in the country and they just don't know why there isn't any big deer anywhere around them.
They're there.
For years. They've lived there, for several years, and there's just no big deer anywhere around them until one gets killed within about 2 miles of their house.
Right.
Yeah.
I never said there wasn't any big deer around.
You have said that multiple times.
I said I don't see any deer.
Yeah, it's tough to see them.
That's a
when you're
pretty
away
good walk
from-
down to that ditch.
It is a long ways back there. Those are pets back there.
You can't shoot your pet deer.
Well, and I put the stand up back there, and she forbids me to hunt it.
Shit,
But then she don't go.
Yeah. Well, you're the man of the house. Put your foot down.
Yeah.
I will when you will.
Take them out of her purse and go hunting.
Oh,
What?
nothing, Big Panda.
Oh.
Big Panda, I'm missing something here.
I've got a panda on my keychain. I don't even know where it came from. I didn't even realize it was on there. And he, of course, Mr. ADHD notices everything in the car. He's pushing buttons and checking my keychain out. I had to give him a ride today.
His phone must have been out of service or something.
It was very cute.
That's
So you
usually
took
what
a
happens
picture of it.
when we're going someplace. We get about halfway there, and he runs out of service, and then
He
frickin'
starts pushing
flashers
buttons.
come on, windshield wipers, and all kinds of different shit like that.
Well, Gary and I found out that up on my land, I have a raccoon problem, I have a coyote problem, and I have a bobcat problem. We got a ton of pictures of bobcats. One of them's a really pretty.
There's the prettiest bobcat you've ever seen. Up
Yeah.
there. It looks like a leopard.
Yeah, it's a small one, but
Yeah.
it'd be bigger this year, I suppose. But
Somebody's exotic house cat running around.
that's almost what it looked like.
It's going to die.
Yeah.
It's going to have
I'll try
a fatal
I'll
accident.
have to try to post some pictures of that. But we had one picture that had three bobcats in it? Mm-hmm. Or it had two, and then the very next picture in the sequence had one walking on a log. It couldn't have been those same two we saw. I don't think.
I thought there was 3 in one picture.
I don't know.
We had 4 or 5 coyotes in one picture.
But I got
and
a
it
ton
was
of
getting stupid.
ton of pictures of bobcats.
The raccoons were stacked on top of each other to eat off that bio.
And they are freaking fat. I mean, huge fat raccoons. We need to get rid of some of them. So,
I'll invite the coon hunters in. That'll be good for the deer hunting.
yeah,
Call them.
we're thinking about. Yeah, I've heard about calling raccoons, but I think Dave Bliss, a friend of mine, does that. But we're thinking about
My little brother does it.
We're thinking about trying to do some trapping this year. I've never really trapped, and just buying some dog-proof,
Yep.
and set some coon traps out. But now I want to try to set a trap for. You can YouTube anything and figure out how to do it anymore. I'm thinking about setting a trap for some bobcats and stuff.
Just
too.
watch Mountain Men.
We want some
Yeah.
bobcat pelts. They never show you how they actually do it.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Duck wings.
But
Get your
if
duck
you-
wing, hang it from a
When-
tree.
When you watch Mountain Men, Marty's always breaking down in the middle of nowhere, and he's got a 10-mile walk back to his cabin. It's like every other episode.
They got to create the drama somehow.
Either that or he's got to fix. I found a toothpick in my back
Yeah.
pocket, and I fixed my radiator. No,
And
you
Eustace,
didn't.
I don't know how Eustace is still alive because Eustace has a problem every week. I just want to.
Right.
He's not my favorite on that show.
You mean
That's perfect.
He's
Yeah.
not your favorite. Let's get up on this icy roof. Nothing bad could happen.
Yeah.
Your panda should be
Okay.
named Eustace.
What's his buddy's name?
Dum dum.
I can't think of.
I
think
don't
of
know.
his
It's Marty or something, isn't it?
I don't
no.
remember.
I don't know. Whatever.
They're always having issues. But let's get back to this.
On those coons, calling them Martin Brook, they're the taxidermist there from home. His sons, they got to where they were going and electronic calling just coon fights
Yeah.
in middle of the day, and they'll try
They'll
to
come
find
out of that tree ready to
they'll,
fight.
They'll find a place where they look like they got a den tree. And when Brandon was going to MU down there, one of the professors in I don't know, the wildlife part of it or something had like 120 acres, and 70 acres of it was timber. And Brandon had told him, says, we need to go try to call coons over there. And he says, no, he says, I've trapped it. He says, I caught 50-some coons, in traps. Says there won't be anything to call over there. So he said, well, let's just go try it. I think they went over and killed 7 one day.
One day.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of the day, huh?
Yeah, right in the middle of the day. So
I'll be darned.
So the guy said, maybe I'm not as good a trapper as I thought I was.
Yeah.
Got all the dumb ones.
But we did. We saw.
Get the dumb ones.
I'd forgotten I'd left these cameras out, and one of them was a Moultrie and 2 of them were Brownings.
The little Brownings.
The little
I don't even know which model they are.
I don't know which they are. But the Brownings battery life.
You left 3 cameras out you forgot about? Yeah. It's old timers.
Well, one was a Bushnell. One was a Bushnell, one was a Moultrie, and one was a Browning. And it was amazing
you're right.
that they kept taking pictures from November through.
It's actually we had them on Halloween because we were talking about deer on Halloween.
Yeah.
So they were from mid-October, basically. I think we changed them after I killed my deers, October 17th.
One of them had over 5,000 pictures, and it took pictures all the way up until June.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
We have a picture of 2 deer that are at this where we put a bio rock, and they're just eating the dirt. I mean, it's 5 foot across and a foot deep,
and full of water. And it hadn't rained there for a while.
Yeah,
it was dry everywhere else.
There's 2 deer standing there. One of them's still hard-horned, and the other one is growing in velvet.
Yeah.
I mean, it never.
Yeah, this deer kept his horns all the way up
mid-March, April.
Yeah, close to April.
Then there's some other ones that dropped in February.
And there were some that dropped in the end of February, but it looked like the ones we were really seeing that you could see just big chunks on their head where you could tell they was towards the middle of March, was most of them. So, but I mean, that was kind of interesting to see. I think I'm going to leave them out from now on. These are just left out because I got lazy and didn't go back up. I figured they'd die in December, but they kept taking pictures.
And that's with...
One interesting
all of
thing,
them took 6 AA batteries, and they lasted that long.
Yeah. One thing that really baffles me about this one spot, it's up on a hill. I put deer cane there before, and I really haven't put anything else in it. But ever since that deer cane's been there, they keep hitting it. And it used to be a foot in diameter, and now it's 4 or 5 foot across, several inches deep. And like I said, it was full of water. And I've been up there before, and it's always had water in it, and it just smelled like urine really bad. And I've got a bunch of pictures on these trail cameras of does standing in the middle of that in the water, squatting down, taking a piss on that. I don't know why. And then they'll come up and they'll lick it and everything else. And
Can we say piss?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can say that. Bob said the S word earlier.
Did you?
Everything in there.
Let's make it explicit.
I didn't. You did.
You did.
I think you did.
I did?
You did.
Yeah.
I've been good.
You're shitting me.
What did I do? Well, shit.
Oh, crap. What's time?
Yeah.
Everything, though. Squirrels, rabbits, everything was going to these bio rocks.
And we got to let everybody know that it's in a county in Missouri that's still legal to do that.
You can put that.
You could have got hung.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's some counties that they found EHD in, and they've said, or
CWD.
CWD, chronic wasting.
I've been seeing a few pictures on Facebook of people losing them.
And so you can't put any kind of mineral or anything out.
Yeah. Now they want us to...
It's mostly east of us.
Yeah, let's talk about that. They want us this year to measure the circumference of the base of the antler.
And from the corner of the eye to the tip of the nose.
Something to the nostril, I think, on the doe.
On does. Or on all deer.
Just
the bucks is the
buck's a horn and
the doe's
nose.
And they can tell the age of them by doing that. Mm-hmm. So, if they're going to do that,
Bob's over here.
They could make it easy. I mean, it's pretty easy now. You really don't have to carry your tags with you. We have a Missouri hunting app now, and you can notch your tag and do everything and keep all your tags on your phone if you want to.
I did that last few years. It's nice, but I do miss the check stations.
But if they want us to measure all this, they ought to put a measuring tape on the side of one of the license.
You could probably get an app for your phone where you can measure something.
I will probably just guess.
They need to have in those counties. They need to have a check station.
Well,
if they want all the info, they're the ones that need to do it.
In Carroll County, if you kill a deer this year, first 2 days of gun season,
you got to go take
you have to take it.
You have to take it in,
and they're going to pull spinal fluid or something from it.
Why is it just the first 2 days?
Chronic waste. That's all they want to work.
Yeah.
First 2 days.
Yeah.
So
I'm not sure how it is in the States of the people that are listening to this, but we used to have check stations, you know.
Yep.
And it could be a pain in the butt if you shot one late and you had to get it out and drive up there, but it was kind of cool. You'd be able to see what other people were bringing in and things like that, you know.
It created a lot of. It was just kind of the camaraderie that.
Yeah.
Right.
We had
I'm torn. There are times where I'm like, man, you know, like with Josiah's deer last year and Gary's deer, it's like, man, just check this in on your phone and we're done.
Yeah.
You know, that was kind of nice.
when Iron County, where I grew up, this same old man checked deer for
he's usually at a gas station.
deer and
something like
turkeys
that.
for years. I bet he done it for 40 years. It was cool.
Yep.
Well, to me, you buy your license, and you still when you don't even get a tag anymore. I mean,
No.
you know, or anything. You know, you can print it off if you want to, but you basically you should be able to shoot them and then not even worry about anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you get caught with it and you haven't taken it off your phone, then you're in trouble.
Right.
But I don't know. It
Well, I mean, you can.
if they're not going to keep records of anything, do any type of, you know, real records or anything, or really care about anything, why even have to worry about checking them in the first place?
Well, I mean, I guess they're keeping records, but even if you don't, as long as you stay with your deer, you don't even have to put a tag on it, deer, turkey, or anything. You can just as long as you're with it. Now, if you leave it to go back and get your 4-wheeler or whatever, you have to put your tag on it. But as long as you're with your deer, your tag doesn't even have to be on it anymore.
Which makes no sense because
I haven't checked the
you don't
regulations
get a paper
this year. I
tag.
need to get a brochure.
So what do you do?
and
Lay
read.
your phone on it?
No, as long as you're with it and you have your tag notched on your phone, you can actually notch your tag on your phone.
Right.
And you can telecheck it. They call it telecheck, and then it'll give you a telecheck number.
Right.
And as long all that info's on your phone, you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, but if you leave it there, go to your truck to get the 4-wheeler, how you going to lay
You
a
got to
tag
have
on
a
it?
paper tag.
I was going to say, you just
Yeah.
leave your phone laying on top of the deer.
No,
But you
gotta
can't get a paper tag unless you go buy one.
Oh, you print it off.
Print it off.
Oh, you print it off?
Yeah, and my printer's messed up, so I'm going to have to buy them this year. So
That's
But
easy.
if
can
you
go
buy
back
it over
on
the
it.
It's
counter,
called Rogers Sporting Goods.
Probably got
Yeah.
that Apple computer. I guess she's still screwed up.
yeah, probably.
if you buy it over the counter, then you still get the paper tag too.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
But
a
it instantly
plain
goes to your
paper.
phone.
I mean, and
Oh, it does go to your phone?
Yeah, but the thing about those stupid,
Yeah, it'll show a
it's
record of it.
plain paper printed off like any other paper.
Oh, yeah, you can print it off at home on a piece of paper.
Why can't you? I mean, if you wanted to be crooked about it, you could take that piece of paper and go put it in a copier, or even off your printer at home, but put it in a copier and make you 10 copies. You know, and you got
Yeah.
10 tags.
But I mean, they'll all have the same number on it. So
Right, but I mean,
And when you telecheck it, you got to put that. You got to send them that number. So
but if you got it,
And once you get it home and
Yeah.
get it cut up and put in the freezer, go back out.
but see,
That never happens.
how many people do?
No.
How many
It's
people
the honor system.
do like they're supposed to? Package your deer meat, you roll it up, put it in a package, and everything else. Do you put your
Supposed to put
telecheck number on
you're
the
supposed
package?
to, but
supposed
I
to
never
date
do.
it.
You know,
Mine's usually all together in a garbage bag in my freezer with my
Mine's
tag
in-
laying there.
mine will be either in jars, cans.
I
which
miss
you
those.
cook, right?
Fly strips?
That's what they've turned
You
into.
know, the little, remember the little plastic that they run
Clip-on, yeah.
through the leg? I used to have a collection of those.
There's some of those hanging up there.
You're pointing at what the old tags they put in the legs when you checked them in at the station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob's probably, I bet you got metal ones.
I got stone ones.
I'm just saying. When I was a kid, they were plastic
Yeah.
I remember when they were metal.
Yeah.
I can remember one of the first bucks that I shot, and that you had the tag that had you pull it off, had the sticky, and you put it around the antler. I thought, man, this is fantastic. Get in the truck and we stop, and someone comes back there. This old guy looks. He says, "Well, boy, you're going to get a ticket." I said, "What do you mean I'm going to get a ticket?" Well, look how you're supposed to tag. You're supposed to tag them around the leg. That ain't.
Yep.
He had me scared to death.
Yep.
To take it to the check station, because I just knew I was going to get a ticket. But
Yep.
Old boy checking it in, he didn't care. He had the tag on there.
Once you got it back to the teepee, is all right, wasn't it?
Yep.
The teepee. The mud hut.
Yeah, I don't think sometimes these people running the, and I think a lot of the Missouri Conservation Department, but I don't think a lot of them that are in there anymore even hunt. And
I think it's a job.
And some of them, when they were, we went through a series of years where they changed how you were supposed to tag your deer every single year. Put it in a plastic bag and notch it and put it on, and then tie it with a string. Well, people would be dragging their deer out; they'd lose their tags, and so they changed it every year.
You figure if you put it on the horns anyway, that sticky tag on the horns, you're probably not going to drag that off.
Right.
You put it on a leg, it's going to be gone when you get to where you're going.
Yeah.
Well, if you have to actually drag it.
There for a while, they had the bottom strip that you pulled off, and put around there, but. Yeah,
but you got to carry something to notch it with. You got to carry a pen to write your telecheck number down. You got now we got to carry a tape measure to measure from the eye to the nose or whatever it is, and it's just you got this whole bag of goodies you have to carry with you in order to go hunting. But hey, we're able to go hunting, so I guess we shouldn't bitch too much.
Now, how many people are going to look at that? 5 inches.
Yeah.
Just guess.
Right.
Mine's going to be at least 25 inches when I send mine in. It's the oldest damn deer you've ever seen in your life. Well, he wasn't old. He just had a big head,
No Roman nose, just stretched.
I mean, in order, you can...
Monica told me you're not that old.
Don't believe everything she says. I don't know. The conservation thing.
That's because you've been telling her that's 6 inches.
To me, it gets worse every year. I mean... I've seen stuff at the taxidermy shop. Somebody bring a deer in and didn't have their tag notched, and didn't have the telephone thing, and would get a ticket for not having their tag notched. Said, all right, she could have took the deer,
And then
just.
So does he have to
that.
turn them in when they come in like that?
No, Martin doesn't. He usually, he tries to take care of them. He said, we need to notch this or whatever, But, was a lot of times so much coming in. Yeah, the word conservation agent is there when stuff's coming in.
And people getting tickets for minor crap like not getting it notched. And there's other guys out there that's killing 15, 20 deer, not notching anything.
And then the other one that gets me is you hit a deer with your vehicle, and it costs you $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 to get your... And if you don't call the conservation department and get that within 24 hours, that you either you can't keep the deer, or if you did keep it, then you would get a ticket, by not getting a permit for it. Even if you find one, if you find a big rack out, attached to the skull,
if you find a dead head, you still have to call them
within 24 hours.
At least you can take it out of the woods now. Before, you had to get a permit before you could go back in and get it. Now you can bring it out, call them up, and they'll give you a permit for it.
But I do know there was, and at the taxidermy, you sign a thing saying that you took it legally,
right.
But
I guess we got to remember that all these rules are in place because some people are out there not doing it legally, I guess.
Well,
it's just like anything else. So the guys that's not going to do it legally, they're
still not.
They're still not going
to
go through all the steps. I mean, they're going to go shoot one, and you'll never know anything about it.
Well, I told the story before about the best friend's cousin that was up here from Oklahoma. His deer tag was laying on the front seat of his truck. He had his license with him from Missouri. He just forgot to grab his tag. The game warden saw it laying in the truck and waited for us to get back after dark to give him a ticket for hunting without a license. When it was laying in the truck, and he knew he had one. They haven't been back since. Well, there's, $175 for out of state tags for the last 5 years?
To me, that's just a dick move. I mean,
it was.
He had a legal tag. Yeah, he forgot to take it with him. He should have, give him a written warning or something.
That's what I would have done. Hey, listen.
But now we don't have to have them.
They call that John Wayne syndrome.
Why is that?
You give a guy a badge and a gun, and all of a sudden he's John Wayne.
Yeah.
Well, this guy was idiot Wayne.
And this year we're going to be, we'll see. It's our first year with Crossbows in Missouri too.
Idiot.
Yeah.
And I think from what I'm hearing, Crossbows are selling like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't think it would be that big of a deal, but I guess everybody's saying that crossbows are.
I can't wait to see how many
Big time.
deer get wounded.
I think that deal will go like gangbusters this first year. Then all those people will go, this ain't as easy as I thought it was going to be.
They're going to get home and realize that at 50 yards, just like with your compound bow, it's probably not as accurate as your compound bow.
Well,
When it
Probably
starts
out to
getting
50
there.
it is, but
I think it's going to put more people out there that they just like some of them that picked their bow up the day before
yeah.
season, go out and shoot it a couple times, and they're ready to go. Supposedly.
Yeah.
But just like on a crossbow, they'll shoot it a few times.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know guys that maybe even like with their compound bow shoot pretty much every day for 2 weeks. Before season starts. Once season starts,
They quit shooting.
they quit shooting.
I guess getting people out hunting is important. I mean, we're definitely in the minority anymore. People are getting more urbanized, and unfortunately, when it comes to stuff like that, it goes to a vote. It seems like a lot anymore instead of scientists making the decision on hunting and stuff. So,
Then
along with that chronic waste, trying to not put salt out or do all that stuff, they also took the 4-point rule away too. So
shoot everything.
you shoot anything and everything.
Yeah.
So
Missouri has a 4-point rule where you have to have
Not anymore.
just in those certain
just in
counties.
those counties. Yeah.
Well, see, that
You have to have
isn't that
a
counterproductive?
See, it's like
Ray County, it's still there.
It's kind of Carroll County to the northeast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't
You
that
have to
kind of counterproductive, though?
29 counties.
You know what they need to do?
To keep chronic waste disease from devastating the herd, we're going to
Devastate the herd.
Devastate the herd, pretty much. I mean, when they thought they found it over there, northern Sheraton County, there's a wildlife area right up there. They went in and basically tried to kill every deer.
Yeah, I had a friend that had some property over there. They told him, after season, they told him, you guys come back, kill all deer,
Yeah.
kill every deer you
They
see.
tried to kill every deer that was on there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's and Arkansas and all a lot of bordering counties and stuff. There's chronic waste someplace out there, but it's I don't know. It's survival of the fittest is the way I look at it. Unless you're just finding deer dead everywhere.
I think the disease has something to do with the population.
It does.
Being down. But I also think the unlimited doe thing has devastated the herd.
Well, I think the EHD hurt it there during that dry year. The midge flies. It hurt. I know it hurt our deer herd up there.
Yeah, big time.
Big time.
I was listening to the outdoor show the other day, and they were talking about they had the guy they always have on from Florida. Anyway, he's a biologist, and he said
Kroll or
no, this was in like North Florida.
oh, okay.
But they were talking about their herd down there. They've been testing a lot of those deer, and they're starting to become immune to it.
Yeah,
They're
To the
developing
EHD.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and the biologist said the only way they can become immune to it is if you let them get it.
Yeah.
They're doing now. Their corn and stuff has vitamins and supplements, and they're making it that way, not to help the deer grow antlers, but to give them like antibiotics and stuff through the feed. So they're suggesting that you put out this corn for them because it gives them antibiotics.
It's a cycle.
but EHD
it's a
is different
cycle.
than-
You're right.
You go for years and there's coon, a million coons running around. Then all of a sudden they get too many of them. Distemper wipes them out. And then a few years later you got 100 million coons running around again.
Yeah.
It's a cycle.
Mm-hmm. Bob's disgusted with the whole thing. He's shaking his head.
I wasn't in a good mood anyway.
Wow.
So have you checked the hedge tree?
It's still there.
Is it?
Yeah, I know
It hadn't fallen over?
No.
It's good?
It's been dead. I've been hunting out of it for over 20 years, and this was dead, just as dead when I got in it the first time as it will be the next time.
So there'll be a Pope and Young killed out of it again this year?
Maybe.
Yeah, there will be.
Will you do us all a favor, Bob, and get a real safety strap?
I got one. It's in the back of the truck. I got it in the mid-season last year.
Did you?
Yeah, it's still in the box.
Well,
Okay, let's try this again, Bob. I'm going to ask you right now in front of our listener.
it's not like a fire detector or life insurance or something like that. You actually have to put it on and hook it to the tree when you get up.
Well, I was going to take it back, get my money back for a while, but I lost the receipt, so I just kept it.
So if you fell out of that hedge tree, what would you fall, like 9, 10 inches? He's not real far off the ground.
Oh, it's farther than you
It's 15
think.
foot probably.
Yeah, that wouldn't hurt.
But
You ain't going
There's
to fall
several-
far because there's a lot of limbs.
there's a lot of
the
limbs in
ground.
it. Yeah, a lot of big old dead limbs. In
It'd
it.
be
It
like
would
a
catch your
slinky
fall.
coming down out of the tree.
Pretty much.
Bob's lifeline's 35 feet long and only gets 7 feet off the ground. It weaves back and forth. How are you going to get down? I don't know. I'm never going to get up there.
It's a good tree.
But
like,
will you wear a safety harness and hook in
I
like
got
you're
my
supposed to?
damn
Not the
boat
boat
strap.
strap. Not the boat strap.
It saved me more than once.
Gary's making me move one of my stands down. I had to cut it out.
We had to put a red light on top of it so planes don't hit it.
Well,
But I got a big limb that's grown up, and the only way you can really hunt it very well is to get down lower, you know.
yeah.
And
When you
so
got to range find the ground, it's too far up.
Well, I do.
it wasn't that high.
I do have several that I need to go check and go ahead and just take a new ratchet strap and put the ratchet strap around it and cut the old one out because I
Yeah.
know the tree is
That's-
Growed around where
Yeah.
you can't go.
That's what we're planning on doing this weekend. There's a few.
16 of them to get.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I got one back here. The chain's grown into the tree.
Yeah,
That's the safest stand you got.
Yep. I wish they still made those
I
stands.
do too.
Yeah.
You know which one I'm
gotta
talking
keep
about?
In mind.
The old Bear Rivers. That
Yep.
Yep.
They had the chain that came around and
They
then
are solid. Once you
yeah,
got 'em, they
once you
were-
cammed that thing down and
they were
them-
pain in the butt to get tight to start with, but once
yeah,
you got
once
it
you
there,
did, man, that was rock solid.
Yeah.
But even some of my ladder steps, that I've got tied on, I know they're because I didn't adjust them last year. Well, a couple of them I didn't even hunt out of last year, so
Yeah.
I need to do some of that before I let Vinnie climb up in it. So
which one am I
Yeah.
climbing up in?
Safety's a lot more important to me now that I got kids hunting with me. I have lifelines in every tree, and
really,
yeah, I'm really a stickler about going back and checking the straps every year and everything else, and so
We really didn't have any bad straps, though, did we?
no, not too bad. Not bad.
I
at
mean,
all.
granted, we changed all of them last year.
Go ahead and tell your spider story, Gary. Everybody knows that
I wasn't going to say a word.
I don't like-
Besides the fact you tried to kill me.
I don't like spiders.
No, he doesn't like spiders
Did,
at all.
did he scream like a girl?
Yes, kind of.
I'm telling you, I would rather see a 8-foot-long snake than a spider.
Not me. I'll take the spider any old day.
I'll catch a snake, run like a little girl from a spider. I hate them.
We had to go up this steep hill on a four-wheeler, and Gary's riding bitch. And,
I'll admit it.
and
All hugged
You
up.
didn't, yeah,
no,
you didn't
no,
have to
no.
have your head on his back.
we had to have a little bit. We had a spider stick, and I was riding with my four-wheeler, and I was, as
I
we're
told
going
him to
down
get
the
a helmet.
trails-
It'd be a lot better.
As we're going down the trails,
Spiders,
I'm waving
Man,
my
where's a
spider
video
stick.
camera when you need it?
It was in the-
It probably
in the
is
bag
on
where
video.
nobody could see
We
it.
had a GoPro on the. I bet there is
The
a
GoPro
picture.
was on when we were going up that hill, too, wasn't it? Oh, I got to look at this.
It may be. When I
Looks like he's blessing spiders
Yeah.
as he's going up.
I
the
look
hill.
Oh,
like-
he wasn't blessing them.
I look like I'm jousting because I'm on the four wheeler and I have this stick out in front of me going up and down, And anyway, to get out of where the last place we were, we had to go up this pretty steep hill. I mean, it's probably I don't know what percent.
It's a
grade.
good 30 or 40 yards long, and
I
it's
can-
probably, we'll give it 35, 40%.
I can hear him now. Hold on, Pumpkin. This is going to be steep.
So I said, okay,
And
here
I
we
said,
go.
I can't find the handle.
I got 3/4 of the way up. I got 3/4 of the way up on the steepest part. And
On the back two wheels already, and I'm
Yeah.
underneath that if something falls. Okay.
I'm getting in a better mood.
And I look up ahead, and there's 3 huge spider webs right across the trail.
And the spiders were about the size of that target. They weren't small. So
It doesn't
I'm
matter.
thinking,
The size of the spider doesn't matter.
I'm thinking,
It's a spider.
they're 4 feet off the ground. He's going to duck. I'll lean forward. We'll go right underneath him. Oh no!
I scream and I came to.
We're
going to
go as fast as we can to act like we're going to go through them, and then we're going to slam on brakes. 15 feet from the top of the incline.
And the four-wheeler's going like this.
It's rocking backwards. He's like, where's the stick? Where's the spider stick? I'm like, you got the stick.
Spider web hips him in the face, wraps around him 3 times, the spider slaps him in the nose.
I told
I'm
Gary,
hanging onto the back bar, leaning backwards, and I can't stop laughing. I know I'm getting ready to get killed.
I said, you better get off, Gary. He goes, I can't.
I couldn't get off because if I let go, I'm rolling off the back. It's not a hill that has dirt on it. It's all rock going from the bottom to the top.
Oh.
So I'm not about to get off.
It was a spider.
So
We'll recover in the hospital.
if we had a picture, it would be great because Jack's leaning forward over the handlebars, trying to hang on with that spider stick about 600 miles an hour and giving it gas a little at a time. We're rolling about 3 inches, 3 more inches, shaking that stick up there. But we almost died.
we didn't tip.
We didn't.
We didn't tip, so we
And,
didn't.
and I have been on
watching that
Craigslist
video.
all day looking at four-wheelers now.
All kinds of girls watching the video going, you wuss.
Tab's only going to be mad once when I buy a four-wheeler. So. Well, she's been mad the first 7 times, but that was something different.
And then we got distracted down the creek and had to film fish for a little bit.
That took about 45 minutes.
We found some fish in the creek, so we're sticking GoPros underwater. And then Gary's over finding worms under rocks and throwing them in, and I'm filming the fish getting the worms and stuff.
They were mad little
Man,
fish.
are you guys like in elementary school or
It was cool.
It was
It's
nature.
it took you guys?
Hashtag nature.
Hey, we had a good
Man.
time. We cooked lunch.
We cooked
breakfast
lunch.
and lunch. It
Yep.
was a good
we
time.
had brats for breakfast and hamburgers for lunch.
Yep.
So,
Y'all went back to 5th grade just instantly, didn't you?
Yep.
yep.
That's
That's
called
awesome.
being outside in the
fun.
woods. It was fantastic. We're knee deep in water, and I'm like, "Do your boots leak?" And he goes, "They have been." He goes, "Yours?" I go, "Yep." And I had spare clothes in the car. I decided since Jack was wet and he didn't bring extra clothes that I'd wear mine home. That was a mistake. I got something. I bought a new pair of gaiters, so I'm thinking I'll try those out. They don't keep water from going in your boots, and you get some sort of rash if you wear them after they've been wet on the inside.
You got chafed.
I thought I was no. It was like broke out type rash. I thought I was gonna die.
So you wore Jack's gaiters and got a rash.
No, I bought my gaiters and got a rash.
Hanging on to Jack's handle.
I couldn't find the handle. I told you that.
It was only 3/4 up.
We should probably talk a little bit archery. We're almost an hour in already.
Archery.
What's that?
What are you talking about?
You guys got any ideas? No?
No.
Well, should we end it?
Might as well. This is going nowhere
We
fast.
probably should have never started it. But no, I'll wrap
Hey,
up.
watch
the whole,
that, Jack.
Wrap
Yeah,
up the
just in
whole
my
Monday.
head.
We did have a good time.
I was
And
wondering why I'm smelling gas.
Need a light?
Fire. It's kind of fun when you get back in the woods and you just turn into a little kid again. Mm-hmm. That's what going out in there is all about to me.
Did you have any
You
ticks?
just no
No
ticks.
ticks?
I didn't find any ticks.
We sprayed down pretty good with bug spray. And
I
stuff.
itched for like 2 days after that, though. I'm thinking
I didn't get an invite.
oak mites.
You guys were up there having fun
Who's
doing
what?
that, and I was.
Oak mites? Have you ever heard of oak mites?
I think I heard you talk about them one
Yeah.
time.
I was
But I
changing
didn't
a
see,
water heater.
Usually,
not water
if you have
heater,
if you have
dishwasher.
oak bites, you got big old red lumps on you. But I don't know. I'm sorry, Vinny. What was you saying?
So no invite from you guys.
You were busy.
I had to stay home and change a dishwasher because she thought we needed a new one because it sounded like a Cessna.
Did it still work?
Did it work?
Yeah,
Did you put
Why did you say Julie sounds like a Cessna?
No, I didn't.
Did you remember?
You said
the-
your dishwasher did.
No, yeah, it's true.
the only really the only,
She sounds more like a foghorn.
really the only thing about putting a dishwasher in is you have to make sure you get that insulation around it when you put it in.
The first time.
Which time?
After you
And
put it in perfectly with no leaks, and
Yeah.
then you realize there's no insulation on it,
And then you drag it back out and put it back in right, and it
and
leaks.
it leaks like a sieve.
And you're pissed. And I don't know what
So-
was cutting my hand back in there, but it did a good job.
I put a new light on my wall this weekend. My
What?
honeydew was done. Last week I reached up there to turn my light on and it shocked me. It's time for a new light.
Oh,
Good job, Pibb.
nice.
You unplugged it,
Expect
threw
a
it
round
out
of
the door,
applause
and
for
plugged
that.
in the new one.
Right?
Yeah.
Did Barb go get the light for you?
Yep.
You didn't do anything.
Well, no. It's good to be me.
She probably would have installed it if you'd asked her.
Do you know what she has been at?
And brought you coffee.
I got a 25-foot extension ladder out there. She's wanting me to set it up against the house so she can clean the gutter on the back. I'm like, oh, hell no, you ain't getting up there. So that's my next project.
Oh, you're actually going to get them to do it?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Ain't going to happen. Ain't going to happen.
Just wait till it rains hard. It'll wash it out.
Barb's going to do it.
Tell her she can come in over the top, over the front, and go over the top. And
Yeah, because she's not up that high if she comes in on the front.
Yeah.
Speaking of safety harnesses, one year I put mine on, tied me a big old rope to the chimney, came down the backside, and my deal. The only thing I wasn't thinking about was
your rope was longer than the distance from the chimney to the ground.
Right.
Did you go over the edge?
No.
Oh.
No, but I had it there just as a
You got notice the limp?
yeah.
He got new guttering all on this one side.
Hits the ground and the rope catches.
You got to take up that pressic knot as you come back towards the middle. Otherwise, you just got a lot of rope to go to the bottom.
Yep. Gary and I cut a tree down that was about, what, that big in diameter?
How big's that?
How big's
I don't
that?
know. How big is that? A
It
foot?
might have been a foot across.
With a handsaw.
That sounds like work.
I thought so, too. I said, there's no way, Gary. And we started and we got it done. It was in the
He
way
goes,
of a tree stand.
that's going to take 2 hours. I go, it's going to take us 10 minutes.
And it did take about 10 minutes.
You sit there and watched him.
I've
do it,
done manual labor before.
Kind of saw we're using.
Hooey Man.
Chain. Man.
Yep.
One that goes ring, ding, 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 when you start it up. But no, he even said, let's wait and get
I
that
haven't
with the
used one of
chainsaw.
those yet.
We need
I
it
do
cleaned
have
out
one
right
called
now.
made by Sandvik. Mm-hmm. It'll make short work of a tree branch.
Yeah.
There's somebody we need to contact.
There you go.
Good.
I got a good one, but I can't find it.
Well,
I brought the pole saw, too, and we never even took it out the truck.
Was there any spiders in that tree?
I don't know.
I climbed it. No, there wasn't.
I had a good spider in my blind out there when we were hunting antelope. He was
Yeah.
up on the upper left. He had some of those bigger flies that was flying around. And I heard that dude, buzzing where he got hung up in the spider web. So, having nothing else to do, I sat around and watched him. And the old spider came down and spun him up. And
Did you hear him going,
help me, cut him loose and took him up to the top. And I've never seen a spider do this before because I watched him when I was a kid throwing in grasshoppers and garden spider webs.
Spider flip Bob off.
Tapped you on the shoulder.
He went up, tucked his supper and breakfast and dinner and away and cut his web out and, so he wouldn't catch anymore. I guess one was enough
There was
for
a
while.
limit.
I guess it was.
Conservation Department, damn it.
He didn't tag the damn thing. I can't even tell you that.
Tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, there's an antelope.
Yeah.
Bob, you ever killed very many turkeys with your bow?
I've killed a few.
What about in the fall when you're bow hunting?
Fall, I've missed more of them damn things than I've killed. So
Where do you shoot a turkey at with your bow?
anymore, I'm going to try to shoot them in the head.
Are you?
Yeah. I've had a few turkeys get away from me in the fall. One of them was with a luminoc too. Had a luminoc on thing, and this
Well, it got dark and
bird come in, and
you get a
I
glowing
did.
turkey out there.
I did. I waited. I shot this bird, and it got got off in the air and
It flew away.
Flew to the south and
Looked like a firefly.
and over that cedar thicket, about a 5-acre cedar thicket.
That thing's thick.
And, so I actually went, drove around and got back up on the hill after dark and way up where I could see. And I thought, first I walked back there and you have to lay down to kind of look underneath all the cedars and nothing. And so I thought, well, maybe it's up in the top of one of those trees. So I got back up on top of the hill and looked, nothing. I mean, and the arrow was in the bird.
You'll find it on Google Earth one day.
Yeah.
But,
There it is.
Yeah. But
You just
no, I've almost quit shooting at them in the fall. I mean, they're running around chasing bugs and
I still have never seen a turkey on your place.
well, you gotta hunt with your eyes open. Quit sleeping. But yeah,
Bob
Text
and I,
him.
yeah, text him.
That is
Bob
one of
and I-
those things
Bob
that
and
makes
I
a
do
difference.
that, so
yeah.
Turkey.
But
You know what I miss? Flip phones for hunting.
what is that?
they didn't have this great, big, huge, bright screen. You had to make sure you turned the screen down before you went to your stand. And
Yeah, but you had to hit the 327 times to type C on there.
right.
What I liked about flip phones, you could change the battery too.
Yes.
Yeah.
But now we have these little chargers you can take with you.
And when you go to the tree, you get up there first thing in the morning, and you forgot to turn your brightness down, and it's pitch black.
Yeah.
And you reach in your pocket, and because you have to text your wife to tell her you made it in a tree okay, because she has to know that, right?
Yeah.
No.
You're 40 yards from the house.
And you get
She didn't want to get out of bed and look out the window.
Mine would be like, "Don't wake me up."
So open the curtains and wave at me. Hey,
But
my coffee.
anyway, my point is, you pull that phone out of your pocket, hit the button, it's like,
Yeah.
you get your text, and then you can't see for 30 minutes.
How come you don't have one of them clothesline things? Like hooked to your house and then hooked to the tree stand?
Tin
She could
can
send
with a
you-
wire.
No. She could,
Morse
zip
code it.
line.
she
Zip
could
line
put
to your stand.
Yeah, she could put coffee in a cup
Yeah.
and you could reel it out there.
Hey,
you go.
now we're talking.
Kind of like a lazy Susan kind of thing, but
Now we're talking.
But it's a lazy Pibb. Thankfully, he has
Be
not
giving me
lazy
no
blur.
ideas.
you could get a bell on the end of it. You could pull it over and
One ringy
she's off
dingy.
doing. And tingle, tingle,
Well,
tingle.
which bow dude's going to shoot the first deer this year? What's the predictions? Is everybody going to shoot a doe?
I think you're going to shoot one.
Are you going to
You're
shoot a doe?
Probably not.
Pibb said he was. I am. Are you?
It'll be one, not early. I won't shoot one until it's cold.
If you wait till they're cold and they're pregnant, then you're killing 2 deer.
The deer's dead. The deer's dead. The deer is
You
dead.
shouldn't shoot one when
Hey,
they're pregnant.
he was in a bad mood. He's in a good mood. Leave
Okay.
him alone.
Put him in a bag.
First day of January,
What's the difference?
a doe walks by. How do I tell?
This is a pet,
she's
this is a pet peeve of Bob's.
So-
you guys
How
listening.
do I tell?
So
Does
if you
it-
kill her before she's pregnant, you're killing 2 deer anyway because she's probably going to conceive anyway.
No, that's not how it works.
It's still how it works.
okay,
No.
are they in a? Are they
Maybe
Are they
twins.
throwing up? In that way
Got morning
we know
sickness.
they're got
That's how you
morning
find
sickness.
those. You hear them retching.
Do they have a bad look in their eye?
If
or
you're-
how am I supposed to tell?
If you're not a conservationist, Bob, that's your choice. But you shouldn't kill
How
them.
am
How
I
do you-
supposed to tell?
How do you tell if she's in heat? How you tell?
Well, I guess-
she's walking by eating chocolate.
Bob's had several arguments with people who are keyboard warriors on the internet about you shouldn't shoot a deer after November, a doe
Oh, after the rut.
after the rut. 'cause
When
they're
does the
pregnant.
rut end? I've seen bucks chasing does in the last part of February.
I mean, it doesn't.
On the camera, remember we had the 2 deer run with the buck chasing the doe? That was
Oh yeah, December,
Late December?
8th.
Second
early
rut.
December.
Second rut.
Yep.
But what about killing a buck before the rut?
As many deer as I've seen.
Look at
during
how
the-
many young deer you're killing that he doesn't get to breed. And it's kind of the same thing.
No, there's
not the
another
same thing
buck
as
standing
Bob.
around the corner.
There's
not
another
the same.
doe standing around the corner.
It's not the same thing as Bob killing does after the rut.
When is the rut over?
At my house, never.
Yeah, it is. You just don't know it
Yeah.
yet.
It's been over for a while.
Anyway, Bob's had several arguments online, and they said you shouldn't shoot a doe after the rut because she's probably pregnant. And he goes, "Well, if I shoot her before the rut, she's not going to get pregnant.
Yeah,
she's
then
going
she's
to be
definitely
dead.
not going to be pregnant.
And then if I shoot her after the rut, she's dead. They're both dead. So what's the matter?
But they tell me I'm killing 2 to 3 deer because life has already started, which I agree. Life has started, but I can't tell that. I can't see
You
looking
don't know
at
if she's
deer.
going to get hit by a car, and you don't know if you could have shot her earlier in the year and it wouldn't have mattered. So it doesn't make their argument is invalid.
I will
are
say
we interrupting anything with you guys?
One
over there?
thing about
No,
turkeys in the fall, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
a tom turkey in the fall is definitely harder to kill with a bow than he is in the spring.
Yeah.
Because there's one thing on his mind in the fall, and that's survival.
Right.
Everything's trying to eat him, and he has no interest in girls, so he has no way. I mean, those dudes are sharp in the fall.
Yep.
Especially, I'm talking older toms.
Right.
Now you might get those 2-year-olds or something like that are, in a group that you can get one killed, but
Yeah.
an old tom.
I've emptied a quiver into a group of turkeys before and didn't hit a single one of them.
It's because you were shooting at the group.
Shooting at the group.
Man, one time me and Robert were down over the hill here on the neighbors,
On the
And
You're not supposed to say that part.
Man, it was cool because there was like 10 inches of snow on the ground, and he unloads his quiver and misses every damn shot. I'm handing him arrows out of my quiver.
He's shooting at turkeys?
Shooting at turkeys.
And they're just jumping in the air and looking around going, what the heck was that?
Jumping there, and we lost all our arrows in the snow. Had to go back that spring when everything thawed out to find our arrows.
Run to Rogers, buy some more, come back, miss them some more.
Yep, pretty much.
The first year I did kill a turkey with my bow, I killed 2 in the spring, shortest 2 hunts that I had. I mean,
Both with a bow?
Both with a bow. I actually missed. I had 3 big toms come in like the first 15 minutes of
Did you
light.
shoot them in the body?
I did, I missed those 3, and they got away. And
Where
so
are you
I wasn't
aiming?
Well, aiming kind of at the wing butt. But the first one I killed, it was facing away from me, and I hit him right in the back. He was standing there and just folded him up.
Dropped him?
Yeah. The next week was one of those 3 that I'd missed, and he come strutting in. I was hunting with a decoy that time, and shot him, and he took off running like I hadn't even touched him. But he expired about 30 yards later. But then I killed those 2 that spring, and then I killed 1 in the fall. And like a dummy, I didn't know my rules. I didn't know you could kill two turkeys in the same day with your bow.
In the fall?
In the fall. And so I shoot this tom, and he goes out there and flops around and lays there, and the rest of them come walking back looking. There's about 4 or 5 others, and they finally get tired. They go off, and I'm sitting there thinking, man, should I shot another one? And then pretty soon, here comes about 20-some hens, and there was a bearded hen right in them. And they come walking right by about 20 yards. And, man, I wish I knew my rules. They walk on by. They get away, and then there was about 11 really big toms come walking by. And I let them all walk. Didn't even shoot an arrow at them. Got home, looked at the rules up, and went over and slammed my hand in the door. And went on.
Has anybody read a rule book this year? Is there anything different in Missouri that you know of? The
I'm sure there
two
is.
buck rule? Is it the 2-buck rule this year?
I think two buck rule.
You can only kill 2 bucks. Before we could kill 2 with a bow and 1 with a gun, and now it's just 2
1
bucks.
each, yeah.
One with a gun, and either 2 with a bow or 1 and 1.
Yeah.
So
Can you kill 2 with a bow?
Well, you can hunt rifle season with a bow
Right,
as long as you're
that's
wearing
right.
orange. You
You
just got
can
to
kill-
use a
and
rifle
You have to
tag.
have a rifle tag.
you can kill 2 with a bow.
And none with a gun.
But if you kill 2 with a bow, well, yeah, you can't. If you kill 1 with a gun, you can't.
Is it the whole 1 before and 1 after?
Yeah,
or?
I think so. I need to go by and get her.
Yeah, we
I'm
probably
gonna
ought to
do
read that
tomorrow.
stuff.
So, when I usually read that, I'm usually laying in bed the night before I'm going hunting, and I read the whole book all the way through.
always before, I'd always tell somebody, if I didn't kill something during rifle season, or I say, after rifle season, I'm going to kill 3 bucks in 1 day with my bow.
Yeah, can't do it anymore.
Can't do it anymore.
Nope, that dream's dead.
You can do that
You got to have a managed hunt.
after rifle season during the black powder portion.
Alternative methods portion.
Yes.
Right.
If you haven't filled your rifle tag, you can use it during the
Right,
alternatives.
but you can't kill 3
You
now.
can only
Right.
kill 2 bucks.
Before you could kill 3.
That one
And
year I
and
killed.
had people
that
argue.
one year, that's what I did. I killed 3 with my bow, but one was before, 1 was after, and 1 was during black powder on my rifle tag with my bow.
Right. Yeah. But I was telling them I was going to kill 3 in 1 day.
With his bow.
See, with my bow.
So, anybody going to
Make
learn
it
how to
obvious.
use an addle?
No.
Those
Might as well just take a bat out there.
big
I'm
rocks.
working on it. I'm working
Right.
on it. Yeah.
Sling a stick.
Safe to say, I'm not learning how to throw a spear.
Yeah. No, not after the Bomar thing. And Under Armour.
I'm going to put my Under Armour on and go out and kill one with a spear.
Because that's how Bob rolls.
That's exactly right. Can't tell me what to do.
You guys got anything
Bob
else?
said, "You're not the boss of me."
Anything you want to go
Nope.
over it? You want to go over new ASA rules?
No, let me prepare for that. Let's do a different one for that.
I didn't figure you'd even want to.
No, I really don't want to, but
Will we do another podcast before season?
We can do one next Thursday night if you guys want.
Okay.
If you don't keep me up too late, because I plan on going out in the morning.
Can I shoot known 40 next year?
You're not going out You're not going to go out because you won't go in the morning.
I'll
walk
go in
to
the
spider
Shut
afternoon.
up, Ben.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
What?
Come on, Vinnie. Don't start that. And Gary, you want to shoot known 40, and Gary wants to shoot hunter class with movable sights.
They changed rules for other people.
I don't know.
You're not other people.
Apparently not. You
Well-
think I know an ASA director that would get something done for me, but apparently
You've got
I
a
don't.
nice set of B cups, but not nice enough.
I know.
We apologize for this podcast. It started off.
Bad.
It was going to be really good. I had some good topics. You didn't talk anything about broadheads. Bob didn't say anything.
You never
about,
gave me the opportunity. You
about how
decided to take over.
Kill an early season buck, and Pibb didn't talk about fitness. So
Fitness.
except for fitness, whole pizza in his mouth.
Fitness. Exactly.
I'll tell you the easiest way to kill one, just go opening day in Carroll County and shoot the first spike that comes by.
Okay,
You got to be in the woods to kill one.
Gary, broadheads.
How do you really feel, Bob?
I shoot NAPs because they're fantastic, the kill zones, and I am not hypodermic.
Oh, so you shoot a mechanical, you cheat. We need to figure out how to tune in fixed blade broadheads.
I may kill one
What
with,
did you
with
just
those
say?
I know how to do it. You buy
T-locks.
Wasp Boss bullets, and there is no tuning.
Broadheads, what are you shooting? What'd you buy?
I bought Viper Tricks.
What?
Slick Trick Viper Trick.
Okay. Bob?
I've got Swackers, but Vinny's given me some, what was those, T-locks?
Little T-locks. Yeah.
T-locks, and I'll probably shoot one with them. Those are penetrating boogers, boy.
The best broadheads you can shoot out there are the Rage hypodermics. I highly recommend it. And so,
Keep talking, Jack. Keep talking. Oh, that's right. You can't.
You should have seen Jack's eyes when I told him that Rogers had them on sale for $25 a pack the other day. His head spun around about 4 times. It looked like a hoot owl.
He wasn't going to Rogers. He's like, well, I guess we can stop by there.
I seen him on Camel Fire today for like 22.
I checked it. I wasn't going to tell him, though.
I know.
He'll buy 3 more packs.
let's wrap this up.
Probably going to have to find some that'll open.
Let's just
Oh, no.
let's just plan on next
He went
week.
there.
Or not open in flight.
He went there. I'll be there.
Shut up and shoot.
No, what are we talking about next week? It's up to you.
Up to me?
Give us a topic right
Pressure. I can't handle the pressure.
now. Oh, jeez.
We've seen that in your shooting. Good job. Oh, that was too easy.
Sure.
Come on. That was too easy.
Figure
a-hole.
something else.
Gary's an a-hole.
I've been called worse today.
King a-hole.
I'm
I'll
good
bring-
for 2 months, so I don't have to be here next week.
I'll
You're
bring
right.
my new bow next week.
New bow.
what?
Okay. Oops.
Do I need to stop this? What did you?
Yeah,
what did
stop
you
the
get?
music. Stop the music.
No.
Stop the music.
All right,
Somebody,
what's this, Bob?
See how I kept my mouth shut?
somebody is suddenly
I was
in a
proud
good
of
mood. Look
Do
at
what
him.
now?
Oh, it's just an old bow
Elite.
that I'm trading.
He got
Trading one for another.
a Victory 37.
No.
You going elite?
No.
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 What
Bob's
do
a
you get?
PSE guy.
PSE what?
PSE.
Halon X.
No. It's another Decree HD. I'm trading my
Oh.
my 3D for it.
Is it that pretty
Yeah, it's
blue
no
one?
big deal.
Is it blue?
See, it's blue.
Okay.
The pretty one you wanted?
Yeah, it's got some teeth marks on it. But
Metal flake.
it's yeah,
Is it sparkly?
With sparkles.
It's sparkly.
not too much.
Okay.
But I got you.
I'm
all,
not going
didn't
through
I?
all this music again. Everybody say bye.
Sparkles like the diamond.
See ya.
See you in the
Jack's
pony
eyes.
papers.